Today we have a special guest celebrating this very special occasion. Fatima, thank you so much for joining us on this podcast and celebrating 90 years. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
So I'm an architect by professionals. I work in Msheireb Properties. My experience, my background is almost like 25 years back, 16 years in
You
Msheireb.
don't look old enough.
Thank you very much. That's a very nice compliment to hear. And a nice compliment to start this broadcast with. But I have been working in Msheireb for the last 16 years. Wow. I had a master's degree in executive MPA from Hcie Paris. I did it during my work in Msheireb. So yeah, I'm a mom too, and an architect, working mom, as we say. Yeah, so that's about me.
Fantastic, and I let's talk about Msheireb. We've seen it develop over the years. I remember when it was just a hole.
Oh yeah, the big hole.
Oh my word, that hole went down really deep, right?
It's another city below the city.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
I'm convinced there's another city because it went down so deep. But what a development, and what it's turned into right now is quite exceptional.
It is. Msheireb is a groundbreaking project by all means. From the vision to the design, the implementations, everything about Msheireb really unique. I mean, Her Highness' vision was very clear. You need to regenerate the city center inspired by, rooted in the past, but actually answer to all the modern requirement of today, filling the gap between old traditional village or souk of Qatar to what do we have, what it requires to be a modern city, but presenting today is not exporting something from outside. And this let's say culture exchange, meeting with culture, meeting with expertise, is something very close to our heart, something that we have learned very well in Msheireb. And with the British Council, with the competition that we have done, it was just a seamless transactions of what Msheireb all about. So you get a vision, a really solid vision about sustainability, about how would you present today, rather than somebody else's identity, somebody else importing something from outside, or even copying your past, something of today that rooted in the past. So all our architects, majority of them is from the UK. And this mix between like Qatari mindset, architecture, different background, with the British architects coming in and working together, was a very unique experience. We have done it for the last 16 years with Msheireb. And now the competition came with the British Council, this cultural diversity, meeting of different culture and background was just there. I mean, when I was invited to it, it clicked just like that. It was like just exactly what we are doing.
Yeah.
So,
but that must have had a big impact on your life, right? And it must have had a really big impact.
Sure. I mean, we were kind of teaming up with a different British firm based architectures, and our team from Qatar, myself and my colleague 𝗚𝗂𝗀𝗪, Dr. 𝗚𝗂𝗪 now. We teamed up with Iris and Alicia. It's you and me architect from the UK. And we are friends now for 10 years now. Very close friends.
Wow.
Yeah. We enjoyed the competition. We enjoyed the work. We enjoyed the design. But we actually became a very close friend after that.
It's funny you should say that, because I interviewed a guest in, I said to him, what did the British Council mean to he said, mean to him? And he said, and he said, I didn't prepare for this. He said, but the way I explain it is that it's kind of business will come and go. But when you touch somebody within here, the culture side, it will stay forever. And this is a perfect factor, right? You've been friends after 10 years. How important is it, the knowledge sharing with one party and another? That must have a major effect.
You see, I love the way how the things worked during this charrette. It was 1 week charrette, and then after that, even the award itself was a money to do an exhibition later on. Yeah, but I can't say that it was an experience that you get and then an experience sharing. We, as a team together, we together put the sentences. Everyone was coming up with the idea, and together it make the whole, let's say, the overall arching ideas. And you see, if you see a statement and everyone have put a word on it, and then this word completed the vision, completed the sentences, this is the way we work together. It was very, very interesting. Like, I would say, well, Qatari traditionals layout will be based on the courtyard, for example, and then 𝗙𝘂𝗀𝗪 will say, or Rs will say, oh, how about trying to put this in a urban landscape point of view? I was like, really? Oh, that's interesting. How about looking at it? Then things evolve. It looks like a puzzles, yeah? One person put something and the other one evolve it, and then another one put it together. It was so fun. I mean, the time we spent discussing the idea and the concept was more the time we had spending working on it, actually.
Whoa.
It was very fun. It was very fun.
But did you realize back then the competition, because it was a competition?
It was a week.
So did you realize the impact that competition was going to have, not just as you as an individual, but the whole project?
The opportunity for these collaborations was, I appreciate it very, very much, because for the last 16 years, I'm working within Msheireb, let's say, umbrella principle approach, which is wonderful. But the opportunity to be able to take this, let's say, knowledge and apply it somewhere else, which is 𝗪𝗂𝗪 𝗪 that's the south of Msheireb, was fantastic, because it took you from the, let's say, comfort zone, the limitation of what you're putting you in, and okay, now you have been here for a very long time. Now, what would you do if you have the opportunity to develop beyond Msheireb? And Elis and 𝗙𝘂𝗪𝗀, I mean, they're from You and Me Architects. They made it seems like we're working together. We know each other from yesterday, like years back, not just this week charrette.
Yeah.
But
and you talk about culture, which is the essence of Qatar, right? Is the culture. Was that difficult to kind of see it from another person's view, or them trying to kind of give them ideas? It sounds like there wasn't any problems at all. But was there any stage that you had that they needed to understand a little bit more, or was it just worked perfectly?
It worked very perfectly, but there was kind of just the terminology that was new. For example, I would say, like, the courtyard, what was it? 𝗪الحوش. Oh, Fatima, what was 𝗪الحوش? Oh, I love that. I love it when you say it in Arabic. So let's put it forward. So no, it felt very interesting. I think we learned from them. They learn new terminology, and it was a perfect match. I don't know. It wasn't only with Rs and 𝗙𝘂𝗪𝗀. It was also with all the British architects that worked with us in Msheireb. They really had this capacity to blend in very quickly. I get to learn new technology, different way of thinking, different way of looking at things. And yeah, you keep learning all your life.
So that 1 week had such an influence.
It does. It did. Yeah, it did.
I've got to say, one thing I've got to say is that obviously I'm from the UK, and I'm so proud of the British Council. 90 years they've been in business, and to be able to touch people's lives like yours and many, many others, it's incredible. And to listen to you, did you realize, and I'm going back to this, did you realize that your life was going to be enhanced by that 1 week?
I think that week had a very good, let's say, influence on me. Very, very good influence. From the experience for working together, but also for the friendship that we got. We keep saying we will meet afterwards, but whenever I'm in the UK, I definitely pass by and I see them, and I see their family now, and then the kids and the sons and daughters that they start having. I would say that this experience was very useful from a practical point of view, from personal point of view, and I love the memory after that.
Oh wow, I'm really getting this feel because it sounds exciting. What the British Council? Look at what you've done. Look at those ripples that you've created. Looking back to that, tell us a little bit about what you had to do for that week. What was the competition? And if you can, I can take you back just to think just briefly of what it was running up to it, and then that whole week, what you had to achieve.
Yeah, so the competitions was the thing that I like about British Council, that they do things with care. Yeah. So when you say let's do a competitions, it wasn't just a normal design competition. It was this marriage that they wanted to do between Qatari architect and a British architect. The explorations that they wanted to look at the 𝗪𝗂𝗪 area, which is a heritage Doha heritage site. Yeah. Even during the week Msheireb, it was, they were always there. I mean, I remember Wissam, other staff member was always there around. Yeah, let's discuss your ideas. Let's try to brainstorm it. They actually brought people from MMUP, freelancer architects, architects also from the Qatar Foundation. So there was so much expertise and knowledge around the competition itself. Then you had to go and explore the site, 𝗪𝗂𝗪 try to find the essence, what makes that place significant, how is the heritage building within, what would you do to develop it. I mean, really, if I didn't get this opportunity, I won't be able to take it out from my busy day and my busy life. Yeah, so this 1 week Msheireb opened an eye into an area which is not very close, which is not too far from Msheireb where I work, with all these expertise and knowledge within that 1 week Msheireb was really beautiful.
And when you think about the people that it's touched over a period of time now, there must be thousands of people it's touched from just this one experience.
From one, the beauty of that competition, it didn't end up at being the winning team. They actually gave us a grant that 2 years later, 𝗪Rڨ they came back to Qatar, and we did an exhibitions where we actually invited many other people to it. So it felt like the story continued. It's not just, you are the winning team, that's it. No, I mean, let's have an exhibition. Let's have a grant for you to make an exhibition. Let's try to enliven the urban space within 𝗪𝗂𝗪. And yeah, there was a very good memory.
How has it helped you now going into the future? How is it? Does it still have remnants of what you're doing now in the future? What you learned then in your profession now?
It definitely adds to my expertise. That's for sure. It gave me a different way of looking at sustainable urban development. We did it differently in Msheireb, but if you get a chance to do it differently, what would you do? This question was never around, but with the competition, it was there. What would you do beyond your normal, let's say, or daily work? What would you do for something like that? So that mix between the site historical place and Msheireb design approach and the expertise that the British Council brought with the UK-based architect was fantastic. It was great.
Now I'm going to ask you the question. What is that one word that means so much when you think about the British Council?
Exchange of culture. Very important.
That's a lovely
Yeah.
lovely reply. And that's what I'm seeing with them more and more. It's what they've done to individuals, the knowledge sharing.
Yeah.
And with your message to them, if there was a message you wanted to give to the British Council, what would that be?
Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are doing a great job. I mean, I would love that this design charrette or competition that has been done to really keep continuing. I mean, the architecture department within Qatar here, I mean, we have a lovely students over there. They would definitely benefit from something like that. So please keep doing it.
And in Qatar, there's so many students, right? There's so many students.
Yeah.
And it seems like there's becoming more and more lady architects.
Oh yeah, now we are a big community.
You are a big community, right? Yeah. I can see the community building, and it's great to see, right? The power of the woman is growing. I remember going to the startup in the early days, and to every one man there was 5 women. That was the hunger you guys have got, right? It's really impressive, and especially in this industry. Keep going, keep pushing, being that inspiration, and I can see you are.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to share with us today your experiences with the British Council, and let us be here in another 10 years celebrating the 100th.
Yeah, inshallah.
Thank you, Fatima, for
Thank
being
you
on
very
the
much,
show today.
Stephen.
Thank you so much indeed.